Assalamu alaikum everybody, I'm Sam Martin Burr and welcome back to the YouTube channel. And welcome back to this series as well, of the Qur'an with Sam series, where we're doing a walkthrough of the Surat Muhammad to improve our Arabic language, increase our vocabulary and become familiar with the grammar that Allah uses in this beautiful surah. So we're up to ayah number 7 today, inshallah. We're in episode number 7 today, ayah number 7, so we're nicely synced up. Bonus resources for all of these lessons that we're doing are available on Patreon for the students who support over there. So let's get into it, inshallah. So what do we have? I'll just do a reading of the Arabic, inshallah, and of the English translation that we have provided by Abdul Halim, and then we'll talk about it word for word. So what does Allah say? Allah says, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. He says, يا أيها الذين آمنوا إن تنصروا الله ينصركم ويثبت أقدامكم. He says, this expression at the beginning, يَا أَيُّهَا الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا, is something you'll hear many times in the Qur'an. So, يَا أَيُّهَا, it's just like saying, oh, like calling out to a group of people. Oh, people of Quraysh, oh, people of London, whatever, right? You could say, يَا أَيُّهَا. There are times when Allah actually uses it only for the Prophet. Yeah, where Allah says, يَا أَيُّهَا النَّبِيُّ لِمَا تُحَرِّمُ مَا أَحَلَّ اللَّهُ لَكَ. Things like that, okay? Yeah, so, but in this case, it's O alladhina amanu. O those who have amanu, those who have believed. The mistake that usually people who, that people, students who are listening to this, they say like, O believers, right? Like the word amanu isn't mu'minun. It's not the believers, right? It's those who have believed. It's actually from the verb amana. So, O those who have believed. What happens? Nice. Okay, so you might remember a couple of ayat ago, actually. Let me see if I can find it. We had Allah using a different word for if. Okay, in means if, and I actually mentioned at the time that in is used for things that can actually happen. If you do this, then this will happen. Okay, or if they do this, then I will do this. Right? We use in for things like that, but we use law for things that are hypothetical. Like when in the previous ayah, and it was an ayah in the fourth ayah, Allah said, وَلَوْ يَشَاءَ اللَّهُ لَانْتَصَرَ مِنْهُمْ, that if Allah had willed, then he could have defeated them himself. Okay? But that's hypothetical, because Allah didn't will that. Right? It's hypothetical. Like, if Allah had wanted to do that, then he could have done this, right? But he didn't, so it's hypothetical. That's when we use law. But in this case, we are using in, which is what we call realizable. I think that's the term we use for it. Things that can really happen. Things that can truly be realized. They can materialize. So, O those who have believed, if tansurullaha yansurukum. Good, okay, so in tansurullah, if you help. So tansuru is actually in the plural here. There's a waw and an alif on the end. Tansuru, from the verb nasara, yansuru, but in this case tansuru, because it's plural. If you, plural, if all of you, help Allah. If you help Allah, then what? Yansurkum. He will help you, and it's yansurkum. There's a sukoon on the ra. Yansurkum. Yeah, and you often do that in sort of if clauses. You'll use a fi'l majzoom, or you'll use a majzoom verb with a sukoon on the end to carry that meaning. If you have the meaning of then, this will happen. So we have, if you help Allah, then He will help you. Okay? Yansurkum, and the kum means you, plural. If you help Allah, then He will help you. And do what? We have a wa. Once again, we can trust wa to mean and most of the time. Yuthabbit. Good. Good. So what do we have? I mean, that must be from the verb thabbata yuthabbitu. So if something is thabit, we take that word from the form one, it means that something is firm. But if you're doing thabbata, you're making something else firm. Wa yuthabbit aqdamakum. So your qadam means your foot, hence why we say football, we say kurat al-qadam, the ball of the foot. Qadam is a foot, but aqdam is the plural, feet. So he will make firm your feet. Yuthabbit aqdamakum. He will make firm your feet. So what does that mean? What does it mean that he'll make your feet firm? What it really means is he'll help you stand firm. He'll help you stand your ground, is what it means. I mean, like in this, there's lots of references to sort of battle and stuff in this particular surah, but In theory, it could be used for other things. If you stand up for yourself, you stand your ground, or you stand firm in some way. But it makes sense here with it being to do with battle. Good. Okay. Anything else grammar-wise that I should mention? يا أيها الذين آمنوا. I think we're okay with that. إن تنصروا الله ينصركم. Yeah, if you help Allah, then He will help you. ويثبت. So yeah, the verb is ثبت. يثبت. ويثبت. I mean, this case is actually used in the majzoom as well. ويثبت أقدامكم. That's actually a good point, actually, that I've just stumbled across. So when we have like an if clause, we have if you help Allah, then He will help you. And He will make firm and He will help you stand firm, right? But وَيُثَبِّتْ is the same thing is going on case-wise with as is with yansur, right? Yeah, which is nice. I mean, so grammatically, it would make sense grammatically if it also said in tansurullaha yuthabbit aqdamakum. Okay, if you help Allah, then He will make you stand firm, right? Even just using yuthabbit like that would work fine as well, because it's not yuthabbitu. It's not it's not just conjugated like that. It actually uses the majzoom to agree with the case-wise. So the actual translation that Abdul Halim gives is you who believe. If you help God, He will help you and make you stand firm. Yeah, which makes perfect sense. So that's a nice little short ayah. The following ayah, in ayah number 8, is even shorter, actually. Our ayat 8 and 9 are both quite nice and short, and then number 10 is a little bit longer. But yeah, only a few episodes more to go, inshallah, until we're at ayah number 10. So we've made a good dent and done a considerable amount of this beautiful little surah. So that's everything for today's video. I think doing one ayah is probably enough. Increased our vocab a little bit, learned some grammar here and there as well. So that's everything for this video. If you've enjoyed it, and I really hope you did, please don't forget to like and share it. And more importantly, don't forget to subscribe to the channel as well. And hit the little bell as well. I always forget to advise people to hit the bell. In theory, the subscribe button is supposed to be what the bell does, but the bell lets you know whenever we upload new videos so that you can be in the loop and you never miss any of the content that we put out here on the Sam Martin Burr channel. So see you guys in the next one for ayah number 8. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.